Mount Vernon Rams football team opened up their 2022 campaign at Ken Hunt Stadium with a huge victory on Friday night in front of a large crowd as they took care of business against Taylorville by a score of 40-0. Coach Dan Mings joins us to talk about that win. And, Coach, when we talked on the preseason interview last week, I asked you what one of the key of the victory would be against Taylorville, and you said, well, we're going to have to fly around defensively and take care of business and get off the field. And, man, that's exactly what you did because you held Taylorville to minus 11 yards in the first half. That's pretty impressive. You got to be excited about the win.
It was. And defensively, I still think that we're pretty much behind. We're just flying around using some athleticism, and those types of things. And we were just stronger than they were, and that doesn't happen very often. Yeah. But it was just one of those things that it was sort of the perfect storm. They're reloading a little bit, and I can't say we're reloading. It's just we're just getting started. Mm-hmm. So it was a really good show by our defense.
And of course, offensively, it was a return of the three-headed monster, and boy, they did big work too. As Nesbitt, Lash, and Rivera all over 100 yards, and man, impressive in the backfield. And you had 5 touchdowns between the three of them.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's 350 or so yards. Mm-hmm. Probably a lot more than that.
I think about 470 actually.
Okay, yeah. 470 on maybe 20 carries. Yeah. Something along those lines. So yeah, we averaged over 25 yards a carry, and but our offensive line was the key to opening up those guys, and we have a little bit of speed. But they ran with toughness. They ran behind their pads. They had to break some tackles, and we just did it was almost a storybook. You score on the first play, and then we come back with the onside kick, and then shut them out, and we score again in like 2 or 3 plays, and it was just a really, really good first quarter. And I think the fans, there had to be 3,000 people here. Yeah. There was so many people here. It was just a great night for everybody.
Sure was. You up 40-0 at halftime. You're able to just kind of coast in the second half, play a lot of other guys, get more guys in there, get them some reps and some looks. But still, you hold Taylorville to 73 yards of total offense for the game, even with reserves in there. Yeah,
everybody's been practicing their tails off. Mm-hmm. So they didn't do anything that we didn't know that they were going to do. And, when you know what a team's going to do at let's say, an 85% clip, it's pretty easy to defend. You just have to be tough, and you got to be able to do your job, and that's what we did. And they held straight to scouting report and game plan, and the kids just executed the game plan as well as they possibly could.
Time to turn the page now and look at week 2, and the opponent's going to be much bigger and badder. Mascoutah comes to town, and they beat Columbia 49-26 in their week 1. And Mascoutah was 9-2 last year, and they actually won a playoff game last year in 5A. And if you look at their record over the last 3 years, they've had 3 straight winning seasons. So this is a quality program that you're going to face in the Mascoutah Indians.
And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody that it will listen right now. They're 3 years ahead of us. Yeah. Whenever they started turning their program around was about 3 years ago. And now they're where that they are, and they're pretty solid. Fundamentally they're good. They do a lot of great things. They've got a great track program. They've got great speed. So we're just there. We're starting where they were about 3 or 4 years ago, and we're going to close the gap on them. And that's the goal. We got to make sure that we still understand what the goal is, to put an improved product on the field every week, to teach our kids a little bit more about football than they knew the day before, and to be competitive. And right now, that's what our goal is. Our whole goal is to be competitive every Friday night.
What concerns you the most about Mascoutah early on as you start to work towards this weekend?
Oh, I think they've got a couple D1 athletes, on the offensive side, and they really fly around on the defensive side of the ball. It's a lot like, who we want to be, but, they've got a couple kids, number 1, number 5, that are just really super fast, super talented receivers, and they run jets with them and those types of things, try to get their athletes in space. So we're going to have to contain their offense, and they do a lot of RPOs and things that a lot of people are going to right now. Mm-hmm. So we just have to understand that concept and try to teach that concept to our kids, deconstruct it so we can understand how to defend it.
Yeah. Health-wise, how did your team come out of the game against Taylorville?
Right now, everybody's pretty healthy. Good. So, we just don't have any major concerns, I don't think, right now.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on the win, and good luck against Mascoutah.
Thanks, Randy.
All right. Bye-bye.